Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Zodiacbandit, and I've been playing D&D for a while, probably about 5-ish years, maybe even closer to 6. And through that time, I've gained a decent amount of experience playing and watching other games, and I figured I can give some tips to new players to make their first couple of games a bit less awkward, because they're gonna be. So, for my first tip, play whatever the hell you want. Play whatever race you want, play whatever class you want, and just enjoy it. If someone tells you it's a bad class, it doesn't matter. You liked it when you read the descriptions of it. If someone tells you that that race doesn't have any bonuses for your class, it doesn't matter. Just play it, enjoy it, and if you don't enjoy it, scrap the character. They can leave the group. It's not that big of a deal. Anybody can leave. Scanlan left after, what 80-something episodes in Critical Role Campaign 1? You can leave at any moment in time as a character and just make a new one. It's not that big of a deal. But the point of this is play what you want to play. Don't play the most optimized character. Don't play, the class that fits the party best because they don't have a healer. It doesn't matter. Play what you want to play, not what other people tell you to. So my second tip is take notes, goddammit. Notes are huge. They allow you to look back from the beginning of your campaign to the end and see location names, NPC names, items, item descriptions, groups of, cults or of mercenaries that you've come across along the way, villain names, villain groups, monsters, and you can write down what happens in combat with monsters. Oh, they did this, they were resistant to fire, or they had 3 attacks. That you can write this kind of stuff down. Important moments throughout your campaign. You can write these things down, and then sessions later, when you've forgotten all about it and the DM brings it back up, you can open your book and be like, I know what he's talking about. And then, bam, you look smarter than everyone else at the table. I'm not saying that the point is to look smarter, but it's incredibly useful to be able to open up your book, go to page 1, and be like, oh yeah, that character from session 1, he's still around. I know his name. Sweet. Notes can also be extremely character-based. Any of your characters can be completely different from one campaign to another. So, as an example, one of my characters would just write down one-word notes and be like, sword from Greg, or, Greg met at tavern. He would write down very simple stuff because he didn't necessarily care that much about knowing all these people. He just wanted the most important information. Or another character can just write down a ton of stuff. I met Greg at the Sleeping Donkey Tavern, on the 5th day of March in the year 1942. Shit like that. Your characters can be completely different in your note taking, or you can just draw shit like Jester did in campaign 2. Your notes don't have to be the same based on who you are in real life. They can be based on who your character is, and that's something that will allow you to be engrossed in your character and see what they think as you're going through the game. Hey DMs, you should also take notes. Because when that party of yours goes back to the first city in the entire game that you went to, and you came up with a random character name to fill a random slot that you didn't think they'd be talking to, yeah, you need to remember his name again, because they're going to want to go back and check it. They're going to want to make sure that that character, he's still okay. He's still alive. He's still kicking. He's still selling his pan flutes on the side of the outside of the tavern. They're going to do that. So if you have your notes that you've taken as the DM, you're going to look like this shit was all planned. And it's not just flying right the fuck out of your ass. And my last tip. You don't need to learn every single part of the game. Not at the beginning. I've been playing for nearly 6 years, and there are rules that I still mess up every day. You can see it in my other videos. When I said that FCG should have Revivify at level 3. That was wrong. Revivify is a 3rd level spell, and it's a 5th level cleric ability that you get. You get it at 5th level for a cleric. See, I just fucked up the wording there. I've been playing for nearly 6 years, and I still mess up. Learning the game inside and out is not necessary to play it. Just learn basics of combat, basics of your class's ability rolls, and if something else comes up, that's, not your fault. But at the same time, just learning what your character does at the beginning is all you need. It's all you need to play through a campaign, to play through Lost Mines of Phandelver, you just need yourself. Like, you just need to know what you do. You don't need to focus on every rule. You don't need to focus on all the other players and what they have. Just focus on you, your character, your class, and don't read the Monsters Manual. You will be pleasantly surprised if you are a new player by not reading that, especially if you're not going to DM. If you don't know anything about the monsters you're going to be facing, holy shit, I envy that. So just focus on whatever class you've decided to play, the basic rules of combat, and just play the game and enjoy it. That's it. You don't need to do anything else. I truly believe one of the reasons that players in Critical Role like Travis and Ashley love every second of it is because they don't know every rule and they don't know what every monster does. They don't know what everyone does. So they get excited when they see their teammates do something really cool or the monsters do something really cool. So just sit back, learn your class, and let everything else roll. That's D&D, baby. So those are all my tips for new players, not all, but 3 that I think are the most important for new players. And yeah, that's it for that. This is the first non-Critical Role related video I've made, even though I've said Critical Role a few times, but it's not based around it. So I'm curious to see how this video performs compared to the rest. Every single one of my videos since I've started making videos consistently have reached 500 views, which to me is nuts. And 2 of them have passed 10K. One of them has passed 25K. I think right now it's at 26K. That doesn't make a lick of sense to me. Like, I'm just doing this to express my opinions on Critical Role and now D&D with this video. So thank you all very much. If you are commenting and liking and, taking part in these videos, it's blowing my mind how far in 3 weeks my channel has come. I was at 21 subscribers for 5 years, for a while anyway, and then because of this I've gone up, I think, I don't know, somewhere like 110. Oh, I'm at 142 now, so I've added 122 subscribers to that list since then. And if my math is wrong there, I don't fucking care. 121, not 122. Anyway, that's crazy. In 3 weeks, I've, times my shit by 8. And my math's still fucking wrong, but I don't care. Thank you all for watching. This is literally just the beginning. We're not even a month into the beginning. And I appreciate every one of you commenting, even if there's some hate. I like seeing different people comment on their opinions. That's why I've basically liked or hearted every single one that I see. And there's been quite a few comments on a lot of videos, so, I'm trying. But, thanks for watching. This is probably going to be longer than any of the tips. But, that's me. I'll see you next time, which will be Friday. Peace.